So seeing as how this part of the year is jam-packed with holiday and family and travel responsibilities, we here at Idea Channel headquarters are taking a couple weeks off from doing full episodes. But there was one thing that I wanted to talk about really briefly this week, and that is snow globes. I realize that snow globes have nothing to do really specifically with the holiday season, beyond the fact that, in this hemisphere, when it is around the end of the year, it tends to snow. But I started thinking about them just kind of as a symbol for things and what we tend to think of when we think of snow globes and what we want them to communicate. The history of snow globes is kind of complicated and I think really interesting. They were first invented in around Paris in the 19th century, but it wasn't until a Viennese machinist started making them that they became a kind of object of art almost, that they were these hand-built, very painstakingly made and detailed objects that, presented these nice sort of snowy scenes. They started to enter the public consciousness when they were featured in movies like Citizen Kane has a really famous scene with a snow globe, and other movies would have them to kind of almost evoke this dreamlike or childhood-esque snowy landscape. But it wasn't until a sort of a significant amount of time later that an American managed to patent a method for making snow globes that was both quick and easy, and that is what set them on the road to what we think of them today. Not these collectible, beautiful, hand-built art objects from Vienna that they once were, but a kind of kitschy bauble that you purchase to signify that you have been somewhere and that you then put it on a shelf next to all of your other snow globes. And that's actually one of the things that I love about snow globes, is that they're not really meant to communicate anything about the place that they're from. You can get snow globes for places where it never snows. And as a matter of fact, I used to have a really small collection of snow globes that was exactly that. I only have one that remains. It's for Dallas, Texas, which experiences a yearly average of 1.5 inches of snowfall. The average American city, for comparison, gets about 25 inches of snow. So, rather, what a snow globe does, or a collection of snow globes does, is kind of exactly what Jean Baudrillard talks about with his collection of objects that we've talked about in a couple Idea Channel episodes, is that it's not about, the snow globe, it's about collecting yourself. It's about collecting these places that you have been, these places that you have an identification with and wanting to show them to people. And so, sort of in the spirit of that, what we are gonna do this year, it's sort of following the trend from what we did with the Idea Channel Yule log last year, is we are going to make an Idea Channel snow globe. It's not gonna be an actual physical Idea Channel snow globe, though that would be really cool. Just a kind of extended video that you can put on in the background while you're doing holiday family stuff, or, download it and put it onto a moving picture frame if you like. However you want to, if you want to, you can display it on a shelf, metaphorical or actual, to indicate the fact that you have been to the place that is Idea Channel. And the other thing we're gonna do is, because it's the holiday season, we wanna give away some presents. Unfortunately, we can't give presents to everybody, so we're gonna have a little contest to give away some t-shirts. We're gonna give away 3 t-shirts, 3 of them. And here's how we're gonna do that. We're gonna have a little storytelling contest, but not really. So bear with me here. So we have these things. They're called story dice. They just have little pictures of various things on them. We're gonna throw the story dice, and 6 images are going to pop up. The way that you enter into the contest to win an Idea Channel butterfly shirt is to write a short story based on the 6 images that the 6 dice show. We'll collect all of the comments that use all 6 of the dice images to tell a story, and we will randomly select 3 to get a t-shirt, and I will do a dramatic reading of the 3 that are randomly selected. So that should be interesting and fun. So without further ado, let's throw some dice and see what 6 things you have to incorporate into a short story to win a t-shirt. All right, so there you have it. Take those 6 things and write a short story in the comments of this video. And remember, it's all about quality, not quantity. I would rather not have to do a dramatic reading of a 40-page short story. Though I guess if it is randomly determined, there is a chance that that will happen. that maybe we've overlooked some things. I hope everybody has happy holidays and an awesome end of the new year, perhaps filled with the Idea Channel snow globe on a shelf of some kind, which, if you haven't already, you can click here. There's also some links in the doobly-doo. Maybe we'll put a card for good measure. Who knows? All over the place. And we will see you in 2 weeks. We're taking next week off. There will be no video. So we'll see you the first week of January. Bye.